Good morning, dear students. Today I'm going to give you some advices for improving your listening skills in this course. I hope you can understand everything. Okay, so let's start. Maybe listening is the most difficult skill to get in English because most of the time for the different accents of the speakers, or maybe because we don't practice too much this skill. So first of all, I will give you some steps for you, and later some advices. Listening. Before you listen, as you know, when you have some exercises, listening exercises, most of them they are multiple choice, or for details, maybe for gist, or detailed understanding. Okay, but before you start a listening activity, try to read first of all, the instruction and later the content, because you can think about the topic of the test that you are going to listen. What do you already know about it? What could possibly be the content of the test? Which words come to mind that you already know? Which words would you want to look up maybe before you start? Because when you read and you see, maybe you can get or catch an idea that about what the topic will be in the listening, and you can be ready for that. Also think about what type of test you are going to listen to. What do you know about this type of test? Yes, and also it's very important to practice or just remember or try to remember most of the time the difficult words that you can find in the listening exercise. If you have the chance, you can look up your dictionary for these words if you have the opportunity. Or before you start, you can ask the teacher about the meaning of this word, of course, in English. And maybe the most important of this, relax and make yourself ready to pay attention to the listening test. Okay? Take it easy, don't worry about it. But the most important ideas here is read, because maybe you can get an idea about what will the topic is about. Yes, and you can ask your teacher about some words that you don't understand, or maybe you can look for these words too. Okay, while you are listening in the exactly moment, well, first of all, it's not necessary to understand every single word. Try not to pay attention all the words. Okay, if there are words or maybe issues that you don't understand, use your general knowledge as well as the context to find out the meaning. The most important is that you catch the general idea of the listening exercise, not that you understand each word that they said. If you still don't understand something, if you have the chance, use a dictionary. Okay? If not, just try to understand all the meaning of the listening audio. Something very important is to focus on keywords and facts, the most important events, the setting, maybe the characters, something that we practiced before. It's very important in a listening exercise, of course, while you are listening. Take notes to support your memory. Of course, don't write all all the word that they said. Just try to copy a key word for you, just a word that you can remember. Okay, The intonation and stress of speakers can help you to understand what you hear, but also sometimes it's difficult to understand some accents of the speakers. But don't frustrate. Just try to be relaxed, okay, all the time. Don't get stressed because it could be worse for you. Mm-hmm. Okay, and listen this. Try to think ahead. What do I mean? It means that try to make you these questions. What might happen next? What might the speaker or the speakers say? Which words might they use? All right. And of course, if you are confused, I hope you have the chance to listen again, and in this time try to fix all your ideas and be much clearer. After listening, think about the test again when you listen. As you know, of course, you take some notes, or actually you took some notes, and try to match these ideas. And of course, always reflect on your learning. Okay? Have you understood the main points? Or what are the main points? And you can write on it. Remember the speculations you made before you listen, and you can ask yourself this question: did they come true or not? Of course, something very important is review your notes. Review. See again what did you write your notes, and you can support these notes with general information of the listening exercise. Okay. What else? After you listen, you can follow the strategies already mentioned to give you a great response. And something very important when you take notes and after all these activities, summarize your ideas. No? Summarize your ideas. Because they are going to help you to have more clear ideas about the listening exercise. Also, you can read and listen to other sources for more information about the topic. Okay, but of course we hope the teacher, when you finish your listening activities, a teacher or professor will give you some extra activity. No, for example, what do you understand about this listening exercise? What do you think about the ending? And you can give your critical opinion about it, because you understood just something, no? Or maybe yes, of course, something about the listening exercise. And be ready for more exercises about listening. Here you see a feedback, no? The listening strategies. But as we know, listening exercises, we have many of them. Multiple choice, yes, or where just you have to write a specific information, no? For example, where does Jose live? Of course, you listen and you can write your idea. No, Jose lives in Mexico, because you listen and you could get that idea. Yes. And also there are some questions for for thinking, for analyzing. What do you think? What do you think about Jose's action in the listening exercise? Oh, Jose was a really bad man because he didn't pay attention to his children, something like this. Okay, but do not forget about these strategies in order to understand the listening exercise. But once again, the most important is just try to be relaxed, concentrate, don't get frustrated. You can understand. If you can't understand at once, you can listen again and you can understand much better. take notes. Okay, take notes, keywords, okay, to match your ideas. And of course you can reconstruct all the listening exercise in order to summarize and get a better clear ideas about the test, in this case the listening. Mhm. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you understand. Anyway, we are going to practice in order that you can understand much better these activities and you can do your listening exercises really well. Thank you so much. Goodbye.